me show you something. Been tying some flies here over the past couple of days. Welcome to Product Review Wednesdays. We're reviewing the Seal Coat Lure and Jig Finish by CS Coatings. I'm wanting to get back into fly fishing, but I specifically want to continue my quest to try to find flies to catch catfish. And I've been working on a fly. I don't have a name for it, but the beautiful thing about fly tying is you get to create your own flies. You don't have to create anybody else's. You don't have to use anybody else's pattern. It's a buggy, leechy sort of fly. Bucktail. Olive. Take the longer fibers. You hold it like that at the tip and you pull out all the shorter fibers. Some of the longer, all the fibers are about even, then you kind of measure it there. We're going to cut here. If I had a hair stacker, I could do this very easily, but and tie-in point here on the top. Tinsel, brown, two strands right here upside down. Measure it out. Here we can tie it in right there. So we got those two in there, and once you get a couple of turns there, you just go back and get the put another dab of the sea coat in there. So as we're adding in more and more layers, we add in, every couple of bits of material we put in another dab of that seal finish. I use it as a glue. And same thing here. We're going to take another clump. Okay, measure it on the top. And we're going to put this on the bottom here. As you can see, it's a rotary vise for fly tying. That's it there. Next, you see, these are the long fibers. We're going to flip it over and get the shorter, darker fibers, brown. A clump of that. This is make it sparse. It doesn't have to be. You're putting several layers of sparse material. This is bucktail. And then on the side here, a little bit darker, sort of simulates the lateral line of a bait fish. Sort of. We're going to put that onto the side. 3, right? Flip it over to the other side, do the same. Those of you guys who love float and fly methods, or if you love stinger fishing, I know that some people have been buying stinger flies for their bait fishing when they're drifting baits and stuff. You can make these things yourself. So here, there's lighter color olive coming out through the tail, tinsel coming out through the tail, darker brown olive off to the side. And then the next step is, guess what? Feathers. Well, I have a bunch of these old red chinchilla feathers. I probably have a lifetime supply. Probably never going to use them all up. Pick 2 feathers that are roughly the same length. Yep. See? 2 feathers. There's a shiny side, and then there is a non-shiny side. So we're going to take the other one was better looking. See, take the shiny side, and it's going to go on the side here. Okay, so all this gets ripped off. Okay. Right. Measure it out. Probably going to cut a certain length. Trying not to get my hands in the way so you can, oh, come on, it always does that. No. Do a gathering loop. Okay. It's always like that, so you see something like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Come on. Where's that other feather? The other feather is a little bit, doesn't have quite the sheen, but you just measure it out, and then you'll just rip away the feathers like that don't belong. Something like that. About 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. Having to work a little bit further away from this than I would prefer. I should have put another little dab of the glue finish stuff on there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, come on. My eyes ain't what they used to be. Okay. That feather there, that feather there. So now, pardon me, I got to get a little close here. And you can spin some deer hair a little bit here. Make it splay out like so. Okay, get it kind of buggy looking there. Then I just do 3 half hitches to finish. 1, 2, 3. That's all I ever really do. Flies don't fall apart. Okay, and last little dab of this CS glue here, or the finish material. I put a nice big dollop on there, and this fly is already sort of twisting on me. There we go. Something like that. And make sure some of the fluid gets in there. It torques on you. So now we have this fly that's somewhat buggish looking, and there's feathers, sheen from the feathers, the bucktail that's going to be flowing in the current. Some of them kind of splayed out almost like a spider, and then the long tail with a flash in there, and it becomes somewhat like a leech. The question is will this catch fish? Well, the reality is I don't know until I go fishing with it. But this is kind of what I do when I have an idea. I wanted to show, though, this finished stuff, this coating, what it looks like under the UV light. Right here, it doesn't look like much. It just looks like black thread. But you put that UV blast on there, and the fish will see that as UV light, and they can attack that. That can be a trigger. That's my plan. And that, my friends, is my review of the CS Coatings Seal Coat Lure and Jig Finish. I'm using it to finish my flies. I've used it to finish my lures. So you remember these from last year. And I'm actually quite happy with it. I'm enjoying it a lot.